This is for my Disney interview. I started feeling sick yesterday, and now I'm sick this morning, so I'm not really looking forward to that because I don't feel like I'm really at my bubbly, happy self, but I'm gonna push through it and try and be as upbeat as I can, even though I feel like shit on the inside. My call time is 10:30, but they can call 15 minutes before, which would be soon, or 15 minutes after 10:30. So just gonna wait for the call. Hello, this is Megan. Good. I'm a little sick, but I'm hanging in there. How are you? Yeah, that's like what I'm getting. I like felt it yesterday and I was like, oh no. And then this morning I was just like, terrible timing. I'm like, why did I have to get sick on such an important day? But it's fine. Yes, it is. Okay. Mhm. Okay, sounds good. Yes, I am. I have not. No. Mhm. Yes, I did review them, but if I'd be happy for you to go over them again. Mhm. 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 Yeah, like bright colors or anything. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. I'm totally okay with following all of them. Mhm. Yeah, so I do have my first and second hole pierced on my earlobes, and then like the cartilage at the top part, but I'm totally okay with taking all of them out. As well as I do have on my non-dominant hand, which is my left hand, well, I guess arm. I do have like three small tattoos. One is like I wear a watch like quite a bit, so one is always covered by a watch, and then the other two are more on like their top, like towards the forearm, and they're just pretty small. Half the time, people don't even really notice that they're there, but I'm totally okay with like covering them in whatever way I need to. Um, yeah, probably like, well, I guess it's exactly like the watch band that I have for my Apple Watch like covers it completely. I don't know how long, like how many inches it is. Maybe like two by like two or something. Yeah, like one's above the other. Yeah. Well, the one that's so like one of them's a quote, so it's probably just like 2 or 3 inches, and then the one above it is like a really small teacup. So like that one's probably like 1 inch, maybe like one and a half. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm totally okay with that. Yes, I do. Yes, it is. I did read that you guys do like suggest bringing a car, and so because I do live in Oregon, it's not that bad of a drive, but I haven't really decided yet. I have used like public transportation a lot in my town, so I know that's an option. So I might, either bring the car or just use like the bus or something. So yes, I have. I actually lived in my sorority, which is like 30 plus girls. And yeah, a lot of us. It was really fun though. And then I also lived in a townhouse with like five other girls. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So probably with the townhouse, since there was five of us, we all had cars. And one of the girls was like willing to park on the street because our garage only had like two spots available. And so it was mainly just me and like three of the other girls like really wanted the garage. And at first we were kind of like, when we first all moved in, we're like, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about it. Let's try and like come up with a way, we can all share the garage so it's beneficial for everyone, it's fair. And so like we kind of just came up with, oh, it'll be like first come, first serve, whoever gets it that day gets it, I guess. And after a while that didn't really work out anymore. People either weren't using their car as often as they thought, so they weren't like, leaving the garage. Then other people couldn't use it, and I like worked a lot, so I was like, sometimes coming back at certain times of the day, there's really nowhere to park on the street. So I just had to like, get everyone together again. We like, we sat down. I was like, you guys, it's probably better that we try and come up with maybe a schedule since everyone has different schedules. Maybe we can pick days that one person needs it and the other person does it. And yeah, and we ended up, making it like we figured it out. We all communicated and discussed it, and it ended up getting better after that. I just feel like this one is different. It's more special. I feel like it's a lot more meaningful, and I feel like Disney is obviously like one of like the top companies in the world, and it's like how they say like if you want to be your best, you got to work for the best, and I just feel like I've had such an amazing experience every time I go to Disney, and like it's been a big part of my childhood, and like I see how every person there like they always say they learn so much, not only just working there, but the classes they take and the people they meet and like the skills that they learn. And like, I always love going and like, the cast members like make such an impact on my experience there. And so I know like it'd be awesome for me to be able to do that for, like, be on the other side of it and, do it for the people. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely a lot of teamwork. I mean, almost every single job I've had, you're working as a team, so definitely a lot of like teamwork and communication skills and like money handling. Like, I'm a supervisor for one of my jobs, and so obviously, you take cash, but I also count the tills throughout the day and the deposit at night. So a lot of like money handling as well as working in fast-paced environments, and which I actually really enjoy doing, and problem solving because there's always something happens, or you have to come up really quick with a good situation that's going to be beneficial to the person you're helping, or the employees. And I feel like I've also I'm very detail oriented, and just like working has increased my like being more detailed and being efficient, and yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. What was? Yeah. So I actually worked at a homeless shelter, which kind of had a lot of crazy situations going on, just people's personal lives and issues they were going through. And there was one time we work late at night, and we have overnight people come and like swap with us, and we do have cameras outside just to kind of observe the area and make sure nothing fishy is going on. But they're not. Some spots aren't the best, especially at nighttime. And I remember one night, the overnight, like he came running to the front door, and we have to unlock it. And he runs upstairs, and he's like frantically saying like there's someone outside in the parking lot, passed out in their car, like with the door open. And I immediately, and like we had actually, so at the homeless shelter, we take like we like go through each dorm to make sure everyone's in housing, and we actually were missing someone, but like part of our job is not to like be like, oh, where are they, because they're adults. We kind of just, I was worried. I was like, I don't know where he could be, but hopefully they turn up or call or whatnot. But so when he said that, I was like, oh my god, that's probably the guy that we're missing. I immediately grabbed my phone and my keys, and I run outside. I have like as I'm running outside, I'm like dialing 911 just just to be safe. I don't know what's going on. And I run out there, and I just I check on him. Luckily he was okay, but we weren't really sure what was going on with him. He might have sadly had taken drugs or something. So I had to think what was safe for like the employees as well as the other people that are living there, and had to come to the decision that like I'm sorry, but you can't come into housing for the night. Like if I was like, do you want me to call? I had to like kind of decide, do I call 911? Is he okay enough to like obviously a lot of people don't want to go to the hospital, they can't afford to pay for it, but I knew if I need to make that decision, I will make it. But he ended up being okay, and I allowed him to like sleep in his car in the parking lot just to be sure that he was safe and everyone else was safe. But yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. I'm used to standing a lot, and as well as I've worked indoors and outdoors, and obviously you can't always, you either have to do both sometimes, and I'm totally okay with that. Mhm. I wasn't sure if the Disney desk is like, maybe one of the hotels that people come and visit, or if it's like at the park where, you're like kind of informational and people come and ask you for questions. But I definitely feel like it's probably a lot of guest interaction, helping the guests, making sure you're answering any questions they have, like referring them to different places, probably problem solving, and definitely probably multitasking as well. Okay, got it. Yeah, I've actually never been to Disney World before, so I've been to Disneyland. I've never stayed at like a Disney hotel though. I've always stayed like at a hotel next to it, but I'm more familiar with like the park area. But yeah, got it. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay. Mhm. 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 Yeah, so I probably obviously like who I'm like the guest I'm helping is obviously my main priority, but I also don't want if something's going on like in the lobby that's going to be disturbing other guests and causing a scene, I feel like I really need to attend that and rather than the people I'm helping right now, like I don't want to rush them through it. Be like, okay guys, like, come on, like, I want to make sure like I'm helping them to the best of my ability. So I'd probably just tell them, please just hold on like one moment. I apologize. I'll be right back. And if um, the person that's needing help, maybe real quick, call someone if there's someone that another cast member that can come and help them really fast. And then also go to the lobby, figure out what is going on, talk to them, be like, okay, what we need to find a solution, this isn't working, maybe pull them aside to a different area and try and, resolve that so that I can go back to who I was helping. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 I feel very confident that is something I've done at Dairy Queen a lot, especially being a supervisor. Not only you have to know how to do like the treats and the ice cream, but you also have to be trained in the kitchen. And so I was trained in the kitchen a little bit, and that's a lot of multitasking, not just focusing on one order as well as getting ready for another order. So it's definitely something I've had practice with, and something that I think I've not like perfected. No one's perfect, but like I've had a lot of practice with it. Yeah. Fudge. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, I'm totally fine with that. I like it a lot because a lot of the time I feel like sometimes if there's like a deal going on or like a special, people don't know about it. So it's kind of nice to be like, hey, just so you know. I mean, I don't know how often you guys do sales, but like just as an example, I could be like, oh, just so you know, like these hats are like 10% off. Like, do you want to buy one? Or like if they're getting some food that say like like a say like do you want to upgrade your drink to like a medium for only $1 more? Like that's something I've also done at Dairy Queen is like upselling and just like letting the customers know we have deals going on, and if you get this meal, you can get a free toy, something like that. So it's definitely something I've done. I'm totally comfortable with doing. Oh, that seems fun, but also, yeah, like I obviously because you're repeating a lot of what you're saying, but I feel like that can be fun too. Because I'm like good at memorizing stuff. I've had to do that before, where I've had to like kind of repeat myself for like just if I'm working in a group of people. And like I feel like it'd be fun because you can also like try and change up a little bit of how you're saying it. Maybe do it in like a British accent or something to like get people entertained. I don't know. I feel like that'd be fun. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. I probably would just interact with the guests as much as I possibly could. I know a lot of children have like you can get those pins that say happy birthday or first time at the park, and if I saw that, I would talk with them and like get really excited and ask them questions and ask if they're having fun and things like that, and just try and like I guess depending on the situation, like maybe what part of the park I'm in would depend on what I would say and like how old the child was and kind of just go off of that. I think they do a lot of multitasking and problem solving and helping the guests. Like if someone needs assistance, they're there to help them. If there's an emergency situation, like it's our job to make sure everyone is safe, everyone's out of the ride. We're basically there to just make sure everyone's having fun, entertaining them, making sure they're safe, and just a lot of problem solving and multitasking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd love to. It'd be fun. Oh, great. Yes. Got it. Yeah. So I was just curious. I know, like, you obviously asked what roles we're interested in. Are we allowed to do like multiple jobs, or is it mainly just like you have your one job that you focus on? Mm-hmm. Got it. Thing. Got it. Got it. Got it. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. 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 No, That's awesome. Like, sounds really great. It actually leads me to like my next question. I was just curious. I have like quite a bit of friends that did the Disney college experience. You know, they obviously they loved it. Their experience was great, and so I was just curious. As like, did you do the college program at all, or like, kind of how did you get started? Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. That's awesome. Do you get to meet any of the people that you interview? Oh, awesome. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. That's awesome. So I could potentially meet you, maybe. Great. That sounds awesome. Oh, probably. I feel like I'll probably like hear your voice and I'll be like, "That's Stephanie." Like I know that voice. All right. Well, that's actually it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You too. Bye.